Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. This is What If the Izuku Midoriya had Foxfire Part 8. So we're gonna do, after the sports festival, Mina and, Midoriya, Izuku, goes on their little date. As they go out to eat, they have, he's making sure she's having a good time. As Mina's like, I'm really having fun. As she smiles, he went and took her to her favorite movie. Let's just say, because she likes she was going to name herself, the Alien Queen in canon. So let's just say she likes alien films. So he takes her to see an alien film. So something to do with aliens. After all, her characters is somewhat based off, the whole alien movie. I did some research on the character before I started to do the ship. So, as we continue, as Izuku's holding her hand as they're going, they're going off and she has to go, use the restroom. As, a hooded man comes next to Izuku. It's Shigaraki. He's like, huh, you're on a little date, are you? He's like, quite impressive with the sports festival. You're powerful indeed. So, when do you want to do this? As he's, the plan to hand Sashi over to him, as he's like, meet me later tonight at the graveyard. My mother's graveyard, actually. That will be the perfect place to end this. As Shigaraki smiles. He's like, excellent. See you later, killer. As as he walks off, Mina's like, who was that? And Izuku's like, it was one of those it was one of the fans apparently I got from yeah, because they're on the they're at the mall, so with everyone. So it's not the night, but it's that day. The mall trip. I guess I'm gonna do that part. And she's like, "Who is that?" And I mean, Mina's asked that, and he's just like, "Oh, it's apparently one of the fans." As he didn't do that whole try to decay thing like he did to Ken and Izuku. As that goes on, they finish their date. The rest of the kids are doing shopping, but they're like, I'm just saying the mall has a movie theater in it just because it makes it more convenient that way. So as that day progresses, as they go back to school, and Izuku got a couple things like a necklace. As she smiles, as she kisses Izuku on the cheek. She's like, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, Mina, I'll see you tomorrow. As she smiles, she walks away, hopping. As Izuku, smile fades. As he enters his room, shuts the door, and he just sits on his bed waiting for Nightfall to hit. As Nightfall hits, as Shigaraki, texts him because he has his number. So, as he reads it, it says, it's, my part's done. Now it's your turn. The thing's being set up. He's at the location. So, as Izuku, looks on his wall, grabs one of his katanas. It's a pure black katana. So, as he grabs the black yokai mask, you'll see it he'll look exactly like that in the thumbnail new thumbnail I put up in this episode. I'll explain everything when I get to that point. So, as you know, he leaves. He goes to Mia's room first before he leaves. As you know, Mina's sleeping. As he kisses her on the forehead. As you know, he leaves a note saying, "I'm sorry." As on her side of her dresser door, or just on the side of the counter. As he gently closes the door. As Todoroki, she sees him, and she's like, "Izuku, what are you doing up so late?" "I'm going for a walk." "Goodbye, Todoroki. It's been fun." As she's kind of a bit confused about that, as she doesn't think nothing of it. As she goes off to her room. As Izuku, gets to the graveyard to his mother. As Sashi is, Shigaraki has him in his hands on his neck, so, to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. And she's like, "You're here. Perfect." As Sasha's like, "What is this about? Why is that freak here?" As Shigaraki, scratching his neck with his other arm, he's like, "Your assistance is no longer needed." As he lets him go and toss him on the ground. As Sasha's like, "What's the meaning of this? You goddamn backstabbers." As he's like, "We're villains after all. What do you expect? You were useful for the time being, but we found your son very more useful than you." "You're small-minded, Asashi. But Izuku over there, I could tell he sees the big picture." As Izuku pulls out his sword, unsheaths it, as he points to, Sashi's neck. He's like, "I'm going for what you did to my mother. I'm going to quite enjoy this." As he's still on his knees, as he slices his head off, as his body flops on top of the grave, like on top of the ground of the grave, as he grabs Sashi's head, places it on Inko's gravesite, on her tombstone. As when he finally did that, actually killed his father, gave in to his dark nature, as his white fur immediately slowly turning into black, as he's no longer a white wolf, he's a black wolf now, as his eyes change into red. As he cleans his sword with the Sashi's clothes, with like a part of his shirt. As he wipes that off, cuts off his long hair, make it more style of what's on the picture, on the thumbnail. And he's like, "Are you ready, Izuku? That was quite entertaining. Quite a clean kill." As Izuku's like, "No, Izuku's dead. Call me Kurama." As he smiles. As he's like, "Interesting." As he plops his black mask on. That's on the picture. Now, a small pause. I didn't know what to call him, like his villain name. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this story. This is something I just thought would be cool. Drama. So I'm just going to name him, Kurama from Naruto, because, Kurama is the nine-tailed fox, so I thought that would be interesting. So anyways, as, the portal opens, as he's like, "Come on, Kirigiri, let's get out of here. We're going to have so much fun together, Kurama." As, Kurama, villain, the new villain Kurama is born that day. Let me light this real fast. As Izuku, gets into the League of Villains, the other ones haven't showed up quite yet. They'll show up after the Stain arc. So I don't know if I'm gonna do the Stain arc in this one, but we'll see what happens. So as the monitor, turns on, he's like, Shigaraki, it seems like we have a new member of the League of Villains. Let me proper introduce myself. I am All For One. As I'm not sure if I had all my. No, he didn't tell him about All For One yet. So he doesn't. As Izuku's like, so you must be the boss. And he's like, indeed. As Izuku, kneels down on his knees, like, at your command, master. As he has the mask on, he's like, very interesting. What is your name? He's like, he knows his name, but he wants to know his villain name. It's like, what is your villain name, young Midoriya? As he says, Kurama. As like, very, very intriguing name. Very well, Kurama. Sorry, let me finish this up. As the next day, Mina wakes up and sees the letter that it says, like, Izuku wrote a little more than that, but I didn't know what he would write besides I'm sorry. Oh, it says, I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry, Mina, but don't follow me. As what I'm about to do is, it needed to be done. So, because he switched sides. So, as Mina, grabs the note, rushes over to Izuku's room, sees, like his weapons are gone. He had, he grabbed all his weapons and the black mask. As she sees it gone, as she, she's freaking out as she runs over to, she sees Kennedy, and she's like, Kennedy, Mina, what's wrong? Izuku's gone. And she's like, what do you mean gone? As, she hands him the note that she had. She's like, what does this mean? As, there's a report on the news that they found Asashi. Earlier this morning, we found the criminal Asashi Midoriya, killed at, on the tombstone of Inka Midoriya. Warning, these scenes are quite graphic, as they show, his dead body on the ground on the front of Inko's grave, as his head's posted on his tombstone. As she's like, damn it, Izuku. As she informs All Might, and they're on a high alert. They're trying to find him, but they kind of have to, begin their rest of their school day. So All Might, talk to Nezu, but they're going to look for him afterwards. Some other heroes that that are not busy because he still has to teach his class, even though he wants to go rush over there. As everyone's thinking, all the teachers are thinking he went visit Vigilante. He doesn't know that he joined the bad side. So let's continue. As Shigaraki and I don't know when do they know about. I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't. I don't know when they knew about the Force training arc. I'm just saying they're in the middle of planning. So right now, so they knew about it ahead of time, just for plot sake. As they're still planning, as All For One mentioned the Hero Killer Stain. This is going to be the Hero Killer Stain arc now. So as he's like, he would be a good asset to our league, young Shigaraki. He's like, very well, master. He doesn't, he he doesn't, well, he has no opinion at the moment until, until they come face to face with, Stain. so, so they, let me pause it real fast. No, sorry about that. I just wasn't sure how Shigaraki met Stain in the first place. I think he poured over there, but I'm gonna do it this way. And it's like, Kurama, I want you to make contact with Stain. Your appearance has changed quite a bit, so I don't think the heroes will recognize you. As long as you keep that, little nifty mask on. And he's like, yes, Master Shigaraki. Boss. As, he walks out of the bar. As he begins, searching for Stain. This is before the Stain arc. So, just a little bit. I'm just giving them the meeting, then we'll go into this actual Stain arc. So, as he, eventually finds Stain killing, a hero. As, he's watching him. He's on top of a light post. As he claps his hands. As he's like, quite impressive. I've heard so much about you. As Stain's like, who the hell are you, kid? You shouldn't be around here. Or you're gonna get the same. As he's like, he's thinking he's a hero, a young hero. It's like, no, you got it all wrong. Mr. Stain, I'm not a hero. I'm here to offer an invitation. My master would like to speak, have a word with you. They would like you to join our organization. Stain's like, I don't want nothing to do with whatever you guys are. I'm only interested, killing heroes, As, he's speaking his, what he thinks about heroes and all that stuff in canon. As Izuku blitzed him, as he has his sword stuck to his throat. I wasn't asking. As he takes out the phone and texts with one of his offhands, as a portal opens, as Izuku has him by the neck. Like, you're coming with us if you like it or not, Stain. If you want to leave afterwards, that's fine, but I'm not going to film my mission. As he gets, kind of gets kidnapped by Izuku. I know Stain has, super, human, agility, and all that stuff, but I'm just making this because of plot. So, I'm just saying Stain didn't, wasn't expecting Midoriya to move that fast, because, his mutation quirk's the fox, so I'm just saying it makes sense to me. So, wait a minute. As as Kurama, now Izuku, now Kurama, walks in through the base. Shiraki's like, you found him quicker than I thought. Hello, Stain. I'd like to open an invitation to you to, join our team. And as in canon, he spouts about his philosophy and what is his philosophy. As, Shiraki gets physical upset as, they're going after each other. Stain was about to stab Shigaraki, and Kiryu was about to act, but Izuku got there first, as he has his sword stuck to Stain's throat. He said, calm down. I won't allow you, hurt my boss. As Stain's like, I have no interest in joining you bunch of villains. I have my own work to do. As, Shigaraki was about to, rush over and decay him. Kirigiri stops him. He's like, he's a loose cannon, young Shigaraki. We have, Kurama over here. We don't need him. As, that happens. as they're beginning their operation that night when everyone's doing their internships. Because, the hero versus students already happened because Izuku switched sides, so he's not going to be part of that. So I'm not really going to get into that because, it'll just be, Yeah, so let's continue as, they're sitting on a building at nighttime as the attack's about to begin. They have their Nomus out behind Shigaraki, Kirigiri, and Izuku. As Shigaraki says, let the fun begin. And Kurama, if you find Stain, kill him. As Izuku bows his head as for acknowledgement. Yes, boss. He won't live past tonight. As Izuku jumps off. Shigaraki laughs. Teach that bastard to disrespect me. He is good as dead. As Nomus, attack. Leave no survivors. As, the Nomus attack, and, This Genius is, I don't know what he'll do, because, he had no internship, he doesn't have no internship, kid with him, so he's off doing something else, so, we're gonna cut to Ida, as, we're gonna cut to Ida, because, he's trying to, he's coming across Stain, as all the, Nomus are attacking the other heroes, so, and everyone from Class 1A don't know what happened to Izuku, but they've noticed Ida's, acting weird. So, they decided a couple of them keep an eye on him. Shoto decides to keep track of Ida. She has connections at her father's internship. So she has, keeping an eye on Ida. As, she finally figures two to two together that he's going after Hilliger's Stain because his brother, Ingenium, was crippled. So she's thinking he's going for revenge. As she calls Mina. No, she calls Momo. Then Momo calls Mina. I'm just going to have Mina in this part, too. So, I know she wasn't in anywhere near it, so... Sorry, I was just checking what my message was on my phone. As that goes on, as Ida and Stain are fighting, as Stain cuts Ida, as he's about to, finish Ida off, he's paralyzed, as there's a spring of acid shoots hitting the sword, and it's, melting it. As a burst of fire comes in, as she grabs Ida and, Native, jumps out of the way, as she unleashes ice to, cover her bases. That's why he doesn't rush over there and try to cut her. As he gloats, oh, heroes, you might be kids, but you'll die nonetheless. As he throws daggers at them. As, he was about to impale Mina, as there's a black sword coming out of his stomach, because he's stabbing from the back, as he's like, what the hell, you, as he shoves his sword out, as, Stain falls to his knees. Damn you, villain. As Izuku, is talking, he looks at Mina and the rest of them. They don't know who he is because he's had the mask on. Mina thinks it's Izuku, but she doesn't know he has black tails. He's always had white fur, so she's a bit suspicious. But let's continue. As Izuku, points his sword to Stain's neck, he's like. Killer Stain, you should have took our offer. actually, as he's gloating about his philosophy, as he's like, as it's getting, recorded, gets over the news, all that stuff happens, because he inspired a whole lot of villains. So as Izuku chops his head off, as Shoto is about to attack, as he unleashes now his fire because of his personality switch. On this end, it affects his color of the fire as well. So instead of a green fire, he has a black fire. Just because I can. So as he breathes in, breathes out, as a big black fire hits Shoto, because she was using her fire, because clearly he's a villain, because he's just straight up killed someone. So as she goes flying, as Endeavor comes in, catches her daughter, she's like, Shoto, who the hell is this? And she's like, oh no, he's some sort of villain, as he killed Hero Stain for some reason. They had some sort of disagreement. As Izuku sheaves his sword, he's like, I would love to play with you guys some more, but my fight are not with you for today. As a portal opens, so he's like, catch you later, heroes. As he walks off carrying Stain's head. As Shigaraki's physical upset because his plan failed. Oh, not really. I mean, he's just trying to cause chaos, I guess. So, because he's kind of sick. As he walks through, Shigaraki's sitting on this bar stool as he flops Stain's head on the counter. As he's like, boss, it is done. As he's like, excellent. He's like, excellent. I'm Karamo. As they see the viral hit, and Kirigiri, he's Stain is I know that sorry, small pause. I know that Mall Trip happened after the Stain arc. I'm just saying it happened before. This makes sense. So, for me, sorry about that. As that happened, sorry. Shigaraki's, complaining about Stain, how, he thought he was, top shit. He's like, you're dead now, you're dead. As, he's going off on that. I guess we're gonna stop it here. We're gonna do the introduction of the Vanguard Action Squad, the creation of it, and we'll do the Force training arc. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. It's about almost 30 minutes. So hope you guys have a good day and night, judging my time zones. All right, bye.